Good morning. This is a live, well, pre-recorded, but it was a live address. And this is an emergency address. So this is going out to everybody, okay? Emergency address. We got problems. We got problems. And I'm here to tell you what our problems are. It's people that are not being honest. People who are being disingenuous as to their motives. That's our problem. And we certainly have a bunch of those type of people again rising up in the political class of all places in my own country. I consider them to be demagogues, using certain things for a means to their end. And what's their end? Well, total subjugation again. Total subjugation of anybody that doesn't look like them. Anybody that doesn't believe like them. That's their means to an end. It's happened so many times before. They think they can do a little redo, but with a little bit of a different spin and update, to the previous version. This is sad, it's sick, and it's truly pathetic. And I'm going to call them out. And one person in particular I'm going to call out as being the new figurehead for it. Being a new figurehead for this foulness, this sickness. Well, her name is Majorie Taylor Greene. And she's a congresswoman, okay? And she's a representative in Georgia. It's despicable the things that she said, the things that she's agreed to. It's really downright despicable. It's othering individuals, people, and different creatures. It's othering people. It's making people different. It's saying that you don't belong here. We only get to set the rules. And the way we're going to get rid of you is to not have you here anymore. Now, the problem with all of that is, it's not the way we roll. That's not how we do things. We don't threaten people. We don't threaten to get our way. No, we have a great debate. We debate ideas. And the winner of those ideas, well, they get the government. That's the way we've always agreed to do it, until we didn't do it that way. And prior to that agreement, well, we handle things in a less hospitable way, very violently. And it didn't help anybody. We learned from that. It's called evolution. And now I feel like it's a de-evolution. And I'm telling people, oh, you know what? If you don't agree with me, well, the hell with that. I'm just going to get rid of you. And I don't think that's an effective means. And I agree. Everybody's got grievances. But the people telling you their grievance, well, what are they? Well, let me give you one of their grievances. It's the grievance of, I can't subjugate those people for nothing anymore. I can't have slaves. Yeah, everybody is like, it's not about slavery. But it really is about slavery. It really always has been about slavery. It's about not wanting to pay for that slave labor. Let me tell you something. This is about people who are resentful and have grievances. And you know what? The real people who have grievances, well, their grievances are invalidated. Their grievances are never heard. Whereas people who took and stole, colonized, settled, well, they're always the ones with the bullhorn. They're always the ones hollering about their grievances. They're always the ones in pain, hollering about how this is changing. Change happens. Change occurs. Change is beneficial. Change means evolution. If we remain the same all the time throughout human history, well, we'd still be dying at birth. Advancements happen. People are wanting to fight the advancements now. What's sadness? Well, I wonder would we still be having no radio? Yeah, I'm sure there's people that are anti-radio. Ooh, what about that TV that you watched, that big screen TV? Remember, there was a time when that didn't exist? You know, color TV was a recent invention. It happened in 1960. Look it up. I think that's what they told everybody. And there was definitely a time when this device didn't exist, where I couldn't speak to you like this. So this is what happens. Advancement. But now we got people that don't like advancement. We got people against that too. This is really sad what's happening. The information is corrosive. It's disinformation. And now you got people with grievances. And you got elected people that are running around advocating for the grievances. The grievances of turn the clock back to yesterday when I had everything and nobody else had anything. Please take it back. No, we're not going to take it back. And it's a sad spectacle to watch people, elected representatives, behave in the way they're behaving. It's a really sad spectacle. It's a shame. It's a shame that once a great major party, the Republican Party, has turned into ash. You know, I'm sick of it. Don't tell me about your grievances, because we have plenty of people that can share their grievances. Work together to get something done, to advance, and keep things moving forward. That's how you work. That's how you get things done. You can't go back and cry over spilled milk. Now, if people don't want to dump the milk in the aisle, the alternative milk, you want to dump it all over the aisle 14 and say, no, I want my whole milk. I want my whole milk. And if I don't get my whole milk, then I'm going to rage. Well, you know what? Go ahead and rage. But that's not going to change anything. This landscape is set. Everything's moving in place. You're going to be the one that's left behind. Look here. Things are changing. Things are always changing. Things are always in motion. There's ebbs and flows. That's how energy works. That's how the universe works. It propels you forward and moves you backwards. It's called energy. And now you're trying to change it. You're trying to steer it. You're trying to maneuver it. You're trying to twist it. You can't do it. You can't do it. It's not possible. Once it's set, it's set. You know? People like Majorie Taylor Greene are sad. They're pathetic. And they're distasteful. Because all they want to do is turn back the clock. Take things back to when they were, well, when they had everything and nobody else had anything. When they could be the subjects and then they could subjugate you. Now, that's not the way it's going to work. They want to conserve themselves and their order. And the time of conservatism is over. It's the time of liberal. It's the time to be liberal with people. It's the time to give people what they need. You know? It's the time for competition. If you're so great at conserving what you got, then you should have no problem letting somebody else have a chance. You know? If their principles withstood the test of time, they wouldn't be so whiny and screamy and bitchy. But their principles don't withstand the test of time. They never have, and they never will. You know? It's truly sad and pathetic to watch people in desperate fleeing moments. And that's what this is. A desperate fleeing moment. A desperate fleeing moment for whiteness. A desperate fleeing moment for supremacy. And you know what? This desperate fleeing moment, it's quite enjoyable to watch if you ask the purple people's out.